Water on row 4. Oliver Meek and Daniel Hartley, who's not making this start, will be on row 5. Lincoln Bevan and Jaden Sherwood are next up. Ben Adrian, Josh Gora are next. Dalton Haywood and Leo Basterfield are on row 8. Row 9 is Levi Sangera and Charlie Cheesy Green. Melissa Adrian and Sonny Morgan share row 10. Jacob Hobbs and Jasmine Taylor share row 11. Then we've got Charlie F. Gribb and Sam Mott, Barnaby Grubb and Archie Hogan, Sam Green Gomez and Tom Holden. Jill Leverton and Taylor Dixon are on row 15. And then we've got the 4B finalists that have qualified up. Max Retrex, Jacob Aston, Zari Visarek and Oakley Garthwaite on the back of the grid. Now then,
where can Oakley finish?
Is
I'm
he going to
go
top 10?
No, I think he's going to be 12th.
Okay.
What do you say?
Well, I'm going to go top 10.
Okay. More Havens on this?
More Havens.
No one knows what they were talking about with the Havens.
Not at all. No. Here we go.
Slowing down. Are they going to take it?
I think we're going to go racing.
Are they? Okay.
But we got a massive jump on the
inside lane.
Yes.
23, I think it was. Well, 33 must have been Jensen Hooker. I think got a lead off, but they're up and running towards Christmas Corner for this first lap of the 12 minutes. And behind them, are they all going to get round safely? Yeah, that's brilliant. But look at that break of the top two there, Joe, straight away.
Yeah, they have broken
88 is leading, so Freddie Worlock, I think it's Worlock from Withcombe. They've gone off on front row order.
Yeah, that was the pole setter, and the second row is...
Oh, that's changed the lead. Withcombe straight in, and over and under. He overestimated the amount he could do there, and that's let Worlock through.
Relatively cold tyres caught him out, I think. And now he falls back with the clutches of that third place cart, which is...
The whole field now coming across the massive bump that is the Newville chicane.
Jensen Hookey on the 33 in third. Owen Keenan, Nathan Traverse, Lucas Howell, Dylan Morton, Frank Ward, Jaden Sherwood, Cheesy Green rounds off the top 10.
Into third goes the 1-2-9 of Owen Keenan. So Keenan now into third, and he has won a heat, so he's got some pace in that car, but he's made a mistake and lost a huge amount of time going too wide at the first part of Inkerman's.
And that's the number 67 and Nathan Traverse, who comes through and into third. He's now got three. Oh, it's not. He's dropped back already. Just behind that lead battle that we were watching, Nathan Traverse.
Who's flying up the inside.
It's the 1-2-9 of Owen Keenan, isn't it?
That's Howell, isn't it?
That's Lucas Howell on the O-plate, yeah.
On the O-plate. So they're all kind of not tapping their helmet. Well, they're tapping their helmet, they're ignoring it, obviously, because it's a ridiculous idea in the first place.
Lucas Howell, who was the number 19 before he won the O-plate last month at Rowra, he's our championship leader, and he is now in fourth place. And he's got a massive pressure from Nathan Traverse.
Traverse has looked good all day. It's now just behind him, but it's been a kind of little break there. They've got the top two away. Then they're coming together for 3, 4 and 5. But certainly the battle at the moment is the top two. Let's get to the front of the field, because there's about to be a thing about this. Worlock thinks about going around the outside, coming into the boot, but no. And they now come over the Newville chicane, still leading, just for Withcombe.
Yeah.
And he's got Freddie Worlock behind him. Behind them, in fourth place, it's our O-plate man. Third place, it's Owen Keenan. But can Withcombe make a break, is the question, Joe?
Well, Josh Withcombe, he's won one heat so far this season, and he's wanting to make that break, no question. As Jensen Hookey, I think, is the driver that goes by behind him. But these three drivers now, third, fourth and fifth place now. That's
Howell's third now.
Lucas Howell ahead of Owen Keenan. Nathan Traverse, the number 67, the orange cart in that train of three. About to be joined by, who's that just
33 at the back of them. It's 33 of Jensen Hookey.
Yeah. Can they get on terms with Freddie Worlock and start taking pressure? They've got free air. The Lucas Howell O-plate cart goes very wide indeed and loses a massive amount of ground. He's lost that position, but he comes back at him down the inside, has he? No. Owen Keenan takes back third place, and that was all about going wide at the corner, wasn't it?
I think I'm going to lose my bet, because I think Garthwaite is 13th already.
Incredible. From the C final.
So he's gone from 62nd to 13th.
That's a good start, that, Nick. That is a move by Lucas Howell.
That was another one of the
And
can openers. Really cost Owen Keenan there, wasn't it?
Yeah, because Nathan Traverse went through with him. Thank you very much. Cheesy Green slotting onto the back of Jensen Hookey as well. And these drivers have been swapping positions as Garthwaite now ahead of Tom Holden up to 12th place.
Up the inside for Cheesy Green, and that's another place he's made, and that's from the 33. So Green now, I assume, is actually maybe in 6th, isn't he? Because he's got 1, 2, yeah, he's in 6th now. Cheesy's in 6th.
I think 7th.
No, because I'm counting the cards. He's 6th.
All right, okay. He's up in 6th already.
Yeah.
All right, that's slowing down.
No, he wasn't. When he came across the line, that's where he was. He'd made 2 this lap. Here we go.
Nathan Traverse there on the orange cart, chasing down the all-plate holder. Meanwhile, just ahead of them, as they bash their way across that curb, across the line. Whitcomb, Worlock, Howell, Traverse, Keenan, Hookey, Ward, Basterfield, Sonny Morgan, Jasmine Taylor. Oakley Garthwaite up to 12th now. Jasmine Taylor next on his list.
No, what? He's not here. You shall not pass as Owen Keenan in the 128.
We're about a minute away from half distance in this A final. These are the junior Rotax class.
On the
and
inside.
There's Cheesy Green having another bash at Owen Keenan, and this time making it work.
So don't forget the reason that he's so far down in the starting order is because he had a mechanical in his second or third heat, wasn't he? And he was running second place. He had to park it from second place. So rather than getting, if you get 48 points for second, he got like 2 points or 4 points for just, not being disqualified.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. He's been on a bit of a recovery drive as well. No change for Garthwaite that time by. Now he's hitting that brick wall as he meets the competitors in this field that are of equal performance levels as the leaders already into Parker and on to Chapman while we continue watching the progress of Cheesy Green.
There's a little bit of spread now though, Joe.
They've spread right out.
Gap between Whitcomb and Weirlock. You've got a gap between Weirlock and Howell and Traverse. In fact, Traverse is now being slightly closed down by Green as they go round top of the boot and they'll come flying over the Nouvelle chicane.
We're about to see Oakley Garthwaite moving up the order, I think, as he now comes onto the rear bumper of Jasmine Taylor. Is it the number 42? No, it's Frank Ward.
He's looking for it.
Jasmine Taylor heading into 10th.
But interestingly, come on Lucas from Claire Matters, from the Matters family. It's Lucas Howe currently in 3rd on the O plate. He's obviously no stranger to winning races. But Traverse has looked good all weekend, so this is not going to be an easy path by any means to Charles Green.
No, it's not. It's not when you get to this level, when you get this far up the field. It becomes a bit trickier. We've got 5 minutes of this race remaining, so there's plenty of time for Cheesy to have a go at Traverse.
We're going to look at them, but a better lap for Freddie Weirlock this time round. He's closer. He was 7/10. That's going to come down to 6/10. Yeah, it was noticeably a bit closer. He's going 10th and a half. Lucas Howell back a bit further, but the closest bit of action is the bit we've got on the screen at the moment, which is the green and red and white fronted Italian colours, in fact, of Charles Green up against the all-orange machine. That's the 67 Nathan Traverse.
Where is Cheesy going to have a bash at getting by? He's just coming up to his rear bumper now, so he's going to be looking for ways around. And I think when we've seen Charles on the number 77, where he overtakes is pretty much anywhere. The first opportunity that arises, he has a go, and he's on it. Oakley Garthwaite in 11th, by the way. One more place, and then I'll win my bet.
He's in between us at the moment.
Yeah.
So absolute full pelt running there as they go round the outside of turn 3 and up the hill, and that's Green now into fourth place. Past Traverse. The classic Christmas corner overtake, Joe.
Now then, 3.5 minutes for Cheesy to A, get away from Nathan Traverse, and B, catch Lucas Howell. That's a big ask to get that number 77 cart onto the podium. We'll see if, in fact, if he can get away from Nathan Traverse. We know how quick Nathan can be on that bright orange cart, and there's every chance that he'll come back at the number 77.
Second and third are coming together now. So Lucas Howell getting much, much closer to Freddie Weirlock, who's 8/10 last time round. Watch it now. It's just 4/10. So there's ebbing and flowing, and that's your top 3. coming up towards us now around Christmas Corner. Second and third. That's where the movement is. The O-plate holder, he won it in Rowrah, 4 or 5 weeks ago. Lucas Howell driving up towards Freddie Whirlock and second place.
And he's leading the championship, remember, on dropped scores. And indeed, Jaden Sherwood took the Southern Cup. However, because of the dropped scores, Jaden Sherwood finds himself in second place coming into this round 4. That man there, or that boy there, I should say,
that chap,
Lucas Howell on the O-plate, now catching Freddie Whirlock for that second place. He's got his eyes set. He wants one more step up the podium before he's satisfied.
Got 2.5 minutes to do it and a lap, so looks like he's going to do it straight away, straight out. Kind of a very relaxed movement there, wasn't it, Luke? Come out and I'll take it, thank you very much. Now, can he do the other 3/4 of a second to our leader?
Well, 3/4 of a second is doable in 2 minutes. 2 minutes is what, about 3 laps, 4 laps?
Yeah, they're going to have, I think, this and 3 more. 3 more, it may well be, yeah, you're right. So there's plenty of laps, but it's still, you've got to try and, you're not getting on someone who's trolling around on a summer's drive. You're someone who's absolutely hell-bent on winning this Rotax Junior Rotax A final here at Warden for round 4 of the NKC, and of course the first round of the Northern Cup. Over the line, Whitcomb leads, and Howell actually, because he went past, lost overall time. He's got 8/10 of a second to make up. He's got 3 laps to do it.
Whitcomb desperately needs to take this overall final win. He's had 1 heat win. He finished in 31st place at round 3 at Dunkswell, and this win would just bounce him straight up the order in the championship table. So he wants this win very, very badly. Lucas Howell needs to gather points, so he maybe has championship on his mind.
He's looking relaxed.
And he, discretion being the better part of the battle with only a minute.
This is junior Rotax. There's no discretion here.
I know, and I don't think there is. But with only a minute on the clock is what I mean, Nick.
Halve the gap. Halve the gap.
He has, and he's got another minute to get on terms. He's beginning to pick up the tone now towards Christmas. Beginning to pick it up and close the gap slightly. He's now almost on his bumper. He's going to get towards that position where, if Whitcomb's not careful, he's going to have a go at him. The TH Corsa driver right with Whitcomb now as they go into the infield section there, out of Parker, into Chapman, onto the back straight towards the boot section, and Whitcomb having to defend. And just look at Lucas Howell.
Over and under. You could have gone previous versions of the track, you could have gone round there, you can't do it now. Your best chance, Lucas, is to get that drag up towards Christmas Corner. Then how defensive will Whitcomb go?
2 more laps. 2 more laps for Whitcomb. That's how defensive he can go. He's right on the white line. And Howell has to go around the outside. And he's side by side. We've seen what can happen here. And he's got him at Inkermans.
Brilliant driving.
And that was very, very brave driving from both Whitcomb and Howell. And look at these juniors showing the seniors how it's done. Side by side through the kink towards Inkermans. And then Lucas Howell, has he hung on to it though, because they're coming still down the back straight into the boot.
But interestingly, they lost time doing that, and that's put Freddie Whirlock absolutely back in the battle for top 3. And more important, Charles Green is sniffing on the chance of a podium.
Yes,
He's only got 1 lap to go.
Yes, he is. Into the final lap then. Lucas Howell on the O-plate numbered cart. Joshua Whitcomb has got Freddie Whirlock right on his bumper, and if Whitcomb's not careful, Whirlock's going to have a go. He darts across to the right-hand side of the track to defend. This is where he fell out with Lucas Howell, remember. However, he's hanging on to that second place. This is playing massively into the hands of Lucas Howell. And who's coming as well? It's Cheesy Green. Cheesy Green's going to be in on the party. They've got maybe 3 or 4 corners left. One of them is the chicane where we know it's impossible to pass. Here they come then. Lucas Howell on the O-plate is already in front of these carts and round the outside, and Cheesy Green goes down the inside. It's side by side into the chicane. Cheesy Green has got by Whirlock though, and will find himself on the podium, and almost finds himself on the second step of the podium. And it was all about tripping over one another. And apologies to Lucas Howell, who we missed crossing the line because of that drama and action for second, third and fourth. And just look at that. Whitcomb has to defend from Whirlock. And Cheesy Green was sniffing there, wasn't he?
He was a fantastic
With
running there, though.
with all in his blue-haired splendour, he finds himself on the podium. And just to remind everybody, these results that we shout out are indeed provisional. They have to be checked at scrutineering before they're made official. So I'm looking forward to seeing Lucas Howell, Joshua Whitcomb and Charles Green. Looking forward to seeing his blue
The
hair.
other thing to remember is a fantastic run by Lucas Howell there, the O-Plate man.
Yeah.
Timed it to perfection, came through the few parts of the field. Really, really, really good run by Lucas as well. So congratulations to him. Also, you have won your Havens back. Because
Did he do it?
Oakley Garthwaite is in 9th. So he just made up the 53 positions.
Incredible.
So he had a blooming awful day up until after lunch. And then since then, he's probably going to go back feeling very unhappy with 9th overall, but absolutely elated with his performance this afternoon.
It's been like a roller coaster of emotions, hasn't it, for him and his dad?
Absolutely.
I hope it's encouraging them to
to
come
me,
back.
that's the joy of a bump up final environment. I've loved this for years because that's what you do in the RC world.
Is it right?
And it's been easier to bump up because there's only 12 cars in a race and you can bump up. But even so, it gives people who've had dreadful times a chance to redeem themselves.
I would not, on paper, if you'd said to me, Oakley Garthwaite C final, are we going to see him in the A final? It's doubtful.
You did say it was pointless.
I didn't say it was pointless.
You did. I'm literally going to clip that.
Really?
Yeah.
You need to.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm pretty sure I didn't say it was pointless. Yeah, it's not pointless insofar as you get an extra race if you've had a rotten day and you've qualified for the C final. You've got a rotten, you get a chance to have another race, and then if you're lucky enough to qualify through, you get another race. Well, Garthwaite, tremendous, absolutely tremendous. He made his way from the C final into the B final, and when you consider he started at the back of the B final and made his way up into the top 4. And then from there to finish 9th in the final. Absolutely tremendous.
Some great drives in the junior Rotax class. It always is, but I think there have been some really good drives over the course of these last 3 or 4 races. And relatively clean as a whistle. Certainly clean enough. I'm not seeing any people, I'm not seeing a plethora of people trying to get up here to complain at the moment, do you?